Why, hello there, and welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, June the 23rd. My name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, June the 29th. And this week's video is entitled, How do you spell relief? You know, guys, the last 2 weeks, I don't know if you've experienced it, because I certainly have, I gotta tell you. The last 2 weeks have been rather tumultuous. And I am so glad that I have the astrological information to fall back on. And because I had an experience where I was holding on to my shit pretty hard. You know, I'm always talking about the other person, but it can be us too. And I noticed this, I was conscious of it. And I was like, whoa, what is that all about? And so it was interesting to process it and follow through and figure out, actually come to understand why I was holding on to my shit so hard. And you know what happened? Once I figured it out, once I understood it, I let it go. It was all gone. So it's such a great tool to have, the astrology and understanding the energies that we're working with, because they can help us build the life of our dreams, which is what this channel is all about. So the last 2 weeks, we've been pummeled and everyone's been cranky, and now it's like there's not any major connections going on. The moon is going to start in Capricorn this week. She's going to move through Aquarius and Pisces. And so it's like everything goes down a notch and we can relax. And nobody's coming at us like they did in the previous weeks. But the cool thing about it is those ideas that we've been journaling, you know, these past couple of weeks where everyone's been telling us, you know, take your shit and hit the road. Now is the time. This is the week. So if we have been strategizing, if we've been coming up with creative ideas for ourselves, projects, even relationships, this is our week to get going. Don't delay. So get moving on embracing who we truly are and really expressing who we truly are, or finding out what our passion is, our work is, and let the work that brings us joy and fulfillment. What is that? Let's get to it this week, because no, we're not going to have the outer world saying, get the hell out. They're not really even paying attention to us. They're going to let us probably do what we want. But no, there's a little bit more of that in a minute. But so we start, so it's the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday. It's really light and we feel like, oh gosh, we finally can get moving forward again. Now, we might get a little bit tired later in the day because we're kind of balancing out the energy, and there are some moon connections that kind of make us like, damn, I'm exhausted. I need to go home and take a nap after today's work. But the rest of the week, the next couple of days are great days. Those ideas we've been thinking about, those projects, whatever it is, take it out on the road. If it has something to do with work, you know, vision boards, brainstorming, networking. Oh yeah, now we're back to it. Now we can push our product. You know, we can sell our project. So this is the week to take it the next step forward. Let's do it. So we have these really good vibes going on at the beginning of the week, and it's not contentious. There's no squares or you know, squares are important. Those are the 90-degree angles when these planets come in relationship. Their relationship is 90 degrees. That's really contentious. It's really hard. But let's face it, folks. We don't learn and grow if we are not kicked in the ass every once in a while, will we? No, we'll just sit on the couch. So that's their purpose. But this week, we've had those past couple weeks of those squares kicking us in the ass. And now this week we get to process it all and just keep moving forward and watch our imagination, our thoughts manifest into something physical. And we have the support to project it forward. It is really nice. And then on Wednesday, we have Mercury in Cancer trine Saturn in Pisces. This is one of the only planetary connections of the whole week. And it is coming from our feelings, caring for each other, that Cancer energy. She wants to make sure everyone's needs are being fulfilled, and she's listening to our feelings. She's listening to what we're not saying, because she can see through that to see what we might be needing. So it's a very nice trine, easy, flowing. Also nice, it's Venus, well, not Venus, it's Mercury, but Venus is involved in the mix today. So there is a tendency or a possibility that some romance could come in today in one form or another. So be ready for that. We've got the Piscean energy of the heart and the fantasy and the dreams. So it's just nice, flowing, how do you spell relief energy on Wednesday. And there's also, the moon is also trining Venus and the sun in Cancer. So it is that relationship that we might find that might come across our paths on Wednesday. This person might represent to us someone who is very nurturing and caring and makes us feel safe and secure. So that's the flavor of any new romance coming in on Wednesday. On Friday, we do have one square. I may have lied to you and told you we didn't have any, but we do have one square. It's with Chiron. So Chiron, I don't talk about Chiron a lot. It's an asteroid, but it's very important in reading a chart because it's where our wounds are. So guess what? Friday, our Mercury's in Cancer, so we're speaking from the heart, and the response to us speaking from the heart is something that wounds us. So there is that little contention on Friday. Now, be aware of it, because like the story I told at the beginning of the video, it's our opportunity to see why this wound why the Band-Aid was ripped off. What's going on? What's really going on there? Because once we heal that wound, once we can see what it is, then we can move on. And not only do we heal it, it becomes part of our power. Really cool stuff. As long as we can stay out of the emotions and don't let our emotions take us in to the abyss, poor pitiful me down there in the hole. Poor pitiful me hole. So don't let that happen to us on Friday. On Saturday, well, we do have Venus in Cancer sextiling Mars in Taurus. So it's a great date night for, we're not going to go crazy and wild and do different stuff. That's Aquarius energy. We're going to stay close to the vest. We got the Cancer energy. We got the Taurus energy going on. It's a nice, good meal with candlelight, comfort food, maybe binge watching some TV, and just something like real cozy and just with each other. And if we're going out with our friends, we're not going to go to the fancy restaurant tonight. We're going to go somewhere like the Wing House, where we can like just go rowdy and crazy and just have fun. So that is the energy for date night. And then our one energy shift, because I kind of forgot about that too, is that today on the, what is it today? The 29th. On the 29th, Saturn goes retrograde. Well, so when Saturn goes retrograde, basically anything that we have or do, which is not based on a strong, firm structure, it will have a tendency to fall apart. So if we've done things and we've skipped steps, or we're in a relationship that really doesn't fulfill us, or we're in a job that we hate, you know what I'm saying? These things don't support us. And so Saturn's going to come in and say, hey, I'm going to get rid of that for you. We're going to start over, okay? Let's start and build a healthy, strong foundation. So that is the energy we're moving into on Saturday. So wow, that's big stuff, isn't it? Okay. All right, it's a great week. Thank God. Thank God. We've had the brakes put on for the last couple of weeks. We've had to take the higher road and let people be cranky and nose to the grindstone. Well, this week it's our turn to manifest those ideas, those relationships, those projects, to share them, to create something incredible with our coworkers, with our friends and family. So this is it. We've passed through the test. Now let's see what we can do with what we've learned and what we've got. So great week for that. Thank goodness. We do end the week with Saturn going retrograde. So if we do have anything in our lives that's not built on a healthy, balanced, strong foundation, it might be disappearing. Let's start the week like we always do, by becoming balanced and aligned, by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun in Cancer affirmation. Let's take our first breath. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Let's take one more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing away, just flowing away out of our bodies to wherever it came from. And in its place, we're being filled with this beautiful light, made up of white light, love, and goodwill. Not only does it fill our entire bodies, all of our bodies, with this beautiful light, it also is protecting us, deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. Now, while we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun in Cancer affirmation. As above, so below. I contain the whole universe within me. And from that space, I grow and glow. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. Let's say it together. As above, so below. Let's try it again. As above, so below. I contain the entire universe within me. And from that space, I grow and glow. Good, 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 good. Well, great way to start the week, and a great way to start every day. As Soul Sister Cat always says, start your day with meditation. It makes the day go a lot smoother, even when it's crazy outside. So come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages, my whimsical, thought-provoking, and pretty memes. And remember the keynote for the Soul Sister channel, because this is the magic elixir, like I said last week. It's all happening from the inside out. It does not happen out there. That's just props. It all happens from here out. Life is lived from the inside out. How do you spell relief? Enjoy the week. We deserve it. Namaste.